Hello everyone. We are taking questions and answers on digital audio and video editing basics. What does a video's aspect ratio represents? The options are the numerical fraction representing the number of pixels per inch. Next option is the shape of an image or frame expressed as the width to height ratio. The third option is it is a wide picture format for film. And fourth option is it is the name of the outer edges of a video image that are typically cut off by consumer television. What do you think is the correct option? Yes, it is option B, which is the aspect ratio of a video represents the shape of an image or frame expressed as width to height ratio. So this aspect ratio, it determines the proportion of the video's width to its height, and it plays a crucial role in how the video is displayed on different screens and devices. Different aspect ratios can result in videos appearing either wide or taller, and understanding the aspect ratio is important for ensuring the proper formatting and viewing experience. So this is the width, this is the height, and W by H is the aspect ratio. What is the standard aspect ratio for television screens? So the options are 2:3, 4:3, 16:9, and 7:8. Now you will be tempted to answer option 2 as the correct answer. It is somewhat correct, but in today's scenario, option C is the correct answer. So the standard aspect ratio for television screens is 4:3. That is known to all of us. This means that the width of the screen is 4 units and the height is 3 units. So this aspect ratio was commonly used for now obsolete older CRT, that is cathode ray tube televisions, and early flat screen TVs. So it is not as commonly used today, as the industry has already shifted towards the widescreen 16:9 aspect ratio, which is better suited for high definition content. A technique using black bars above and below a widescreen video images, which is 16:9 aspect ratio on a standard television screen, is called. So the options are framing, frame rate, overscan, and letterbox. So this technique of using black bars above and below a widescreen video image on a standard television screen is called as letterbox. This technique is used to maintain the aspect ratio of the original widescreen image on a standard screen without cropping, that is cutting, or distorting the image. So these black bars help to fill the extra space on the screen, ensuring that the entire widescreen image is visible without any loss of content. Individual video images that make up moving sequence are called. The options are frames, assets, clips, sequences. So what do you think is the correct option here? Yes, it's frames. Correct answer is A, frames. So in video production, a moving sequence is made up of individual images called frames. So these frames are still images that are played in rapid succession to create the illusion of movement or motion. Each frame captures a specific moment in time, and when combined together, they form a continuous video sequence. So frame or frames, this one is the correct answer in this context. Now what you see here are different frames from 1 to n number, and once they are combined, this is the final product that we will get. In directing and shooting a video, what is a talking head? The options are: it is the voice artist who provides the narration for the voiceover. Then it describes the synchronization of the voiceover and the person who is talking. The third one is it just the head and shoulders of a person who is talking. And the fourth option is it is the off-screen person who is the subject of an interview. What do you think is the correct answer? Talking head. Yes, of course, it's option C, which is just the head and shoulder. So a talking head refers to the visual representation of a person who is speaking in a video. It typically includes only the head and the shoulders of the person, focusing on their facial expressions and body language while they are talking. This term is commonly used in video production to describe shots that feature a person speaking directly to the camera. The Britannica dictionary definition of talking head is something like this: a person who gives information or opinions on a television show and whose head and shoulders are shown on the television screens. Option C. There is a special name for the number countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that you see before an old movie starts. What is it called? So the options are countdown, pre-roll, leader, master. Yes, you got it right. It's option C, which is the leader. So in the context of old movies, a leader refers to the countdown sequence that appears before the start of the film. It typically includes numbers counting down from 5 to 1, and it helps synchronize the audio and visual components of the film. So the leader is used to ensure that the projectionist starts the film at the correct time and that the audience is ready for the movie to begin. What does it mean to dub your audio or video project? The options are to duplicate or make a copy of the project. Then we have to synchronize the sound and images. Third option is to store or back up the master copy. The fourth one is to render out the final master copy. What do you think is the correct answer? Yes, you got it right. It's option A. So to dub your or our audio or video project means to duplicate or make a copy of the project. This is done to have multiple copies of the project for various purposes such as distribution, backup, or editing. Dubbing allows us to create additional copies without altering the original content, ensuring that you have multiple versions of the project available for different uses. What is the difference between mono channel and stereo channel sound? The options are: mono is a compressed format and stereo is a lossless format. The option 2 is mono is only used for web videos and stereo is needed for high definition video. Option C is mono is a single channel and stereo is a two channel or left and right channel. And finally, there is no difference. So the correct option is option C. With mono, the listener hears it exactly with the balance that the producer or the content creator has intended. But with stereo, this listener can change the mix. How? Just by turn of a balance knob or speaker placement. So mono refers to a single channel audio, while stereo refers to two channels, a left and right channel. So this means that in stereo sound, the audio is divided in two separate channels, allowing for a more immersive and spatial listening experience. In video production, a series of cartoon-like panels drawn to describe a movie shot by shot. What is the correct option? The options are layout, rough cut, pre-production, and storyboard. The correct option is option D, which is storyboard, or storyboarding is a visual way of organizing ideas and planning a project from start to finish. So storyboard is a visual representation of a movie or video production consisting of a series of cartoon-like panels. It is used to outline and describe each shot in the movie, providing a clear plan for the production team. This helps in visualizing the sequence of shots, camera angles, and overall flow of the video before actually shooting it. The storyboard acts as a guide for the director, for the cinematographer, and other important crew members, ensuring that everyone is on the same page and working towards a common cohesive vision and goal. A single video sequence, typically shot in one continuous take, is called, the options are sequence, scene, clip, take. So the correct option is option B, scene. So a sequence in video editing, it refers to series of clips or segments that are arranged in a specific order to convey a particular narrative or idea. A single video sequence, typically shot in one continuous take, is called a scene. A scene refers to a specific part of a movie or television show that takes place in one location or during one continuous action. It helps to advance the plot and usually composed of multiple shots. In contrast, a clip refers to a short segment or extract from a longer video, while a take, which is the option number 4 here, refers to a single recorded performance or shot. So the most appropriate term for a single video sequence is a scene. When you are assembling a collection of clips into a production with multiple overlapping tracks, you are working in the options are timeline, monitor, edit space, and computer lab. The correct option is option A, which is timeline. So when we assemble the collection of clips. So this is nothing but a visual representation of the sequence of clips and audio tracks in a video editing software. That is, the visual representation of the sequence of events in a video displayed in a linear format from left to right. It allows us to arrange and organize the clips in a specific order, adjust their duration, and apply various editing techniques like the cutting, trimming, and adding transitions and effects. So the timeline provides a comprehensive view of the project's structure and enables precise editing and synchronization of different elements. The time display row along the top of the timeline showing the time code along the production is called the option are source, monitor, edit, line, time ruler, and bin. What do you think is the correct answer? The correct answer is option C, which is a time ruler which displays the time within the timeline. So the time display row along the top of the timeline showing the time code along the production is called the time ruler. So this time ruler is used to indicate duration and position of different elements in the timeline. Time ruler helps in accurately locating specific points in the timeline and making precise edits or adjustments. So this time ruler is an essential tool for managing and organizing the timing of various elements in a production. To generate a video production in its final form, including transitions, effects, and superimposed tracks, is called. The options are finalize, store, render, and compress. So the correct option is option C. So this render or rendering is the process of generating final video product from different elements like the raw video footage, the sound effects, the digital effects, and other visual graphics. And the process of generating a video production in its final form, which includes all these transition effects and superimposed tracks, this is called as rendering. So this involves converting the raw footage and editing it into a finished video, so that can be distributed or played back. So this rendering process takes the edited product and applies all the necessary elements to create the desired visual and audio effects, resulting in a complete video ready for distribution or viewing. The primary footage shot and used in video production is called, the options are A roll, B roll, forward roll, pre-roll. The correct option is option A. So this A roll refers to primary footage or the main project footage or audio track used in video editing. So this term refers to the key or main footage that is captured during the filming process and is typically used as the basement or foundation for the final edited video. The A roll contains the essential shots and scenes that form the narrative or main content of the video. It is often complemented by the B roll, which consists of additional footage used to enhance or support the A roll. A style of video editing in which you edit A roll and B roll together with a transition from one to the next is known as, the options are marker editing, outpoint editing, storyboarding, A-B editing. So the correct option is option D, A-B editing. This process of generating a final video product from different elements like the raw video footage, sound effects, digital effects, or other visual graphic. So here in A-B editing, this is a style of video editing where both the roles are edited together. So this technique allows for a seamless flow between different shots and helps in creating a visually appealing and cohesive final video. Marker editing, output editing, and storyboarding are not relevant to this specific style of editing. To scrub your video means the options are to play a program in the timeline by dragging the edit line. Then we have to move rapidly through a program with scan forward or scan reverse protocols or controls. The next option is to preview the appearance of the final production. The fourth option is to step frame by frame through a clip or program. Yes, you guessed it right. It's option A, which is scrubbing. So scrubbing a video, it refers to the action of playing a program in the timeline by dragging the edit line. This allows the user to quickly preview and navigate through the video content by manually dragging the edit line back and forth. So scrubbing is a common technique used in video editing software to precisely locate specific frames or segments within a video. So thank you so much for listening. I hope this video must have enhanced your knowledge about digital audio and video editing basics. Thank you and take care.